What's up, Dan-Dans? My name is Ian. Welcome to Let's Play Friday. Now, you may remember in November of 2016, I did an episode of this show where I did a full arcade playthrough of Mortal Kombat 1. I'm doing the same shit this week, but with Mortal Kombat 2, you know what I'm saying? Playing as your boy Liu Kang again because he's got a really good moveset. I like how he's got the flying kick, he's got the bicycle kick, which basically is the same shit. You can good attack from a distance or close. You got the low fireball, high fireball, air fireball. I never used the air fireball because I can't time it that well. But my first opponent here was Baraka, and I'm lucky that I got him early because if you get him late, he's really difficult. Ooh, with that bicycle kick, boy, what you talking about? You gotta turn into a dragon, bite that motherfucker in half. Now, full disclosure, I did not remember how to do the dragon fatality. I had to Google that shit. I remember how to do the other one, but that's just the cartwheel kick, so that's not that cool. Now, Reptile's another guy that I'm lucky I caught early, because if you catch him late, he's got the acid spit, which can hit you with from anywhere. It's very fast. That slow ball, even though it's slow, you would think it's hard, it's easy to get out of the way. It's not. It's really hard, because you can't duck it. You have to jump over it, and it moves so slow that a straight jump won't do it. You have to flip forwards or backwards, and usually you wind up getting in trouble. He can also turn invisible, and on later difficulties, it's a pain in the ass. I always like to go for that roundhouse kick right there. Most of the time, that's exactly what happens. You're too close, and you get got, and they throw you. But we turn into a dragon. Oh! That's kind of like cannibalism right there, because I turned into a reptile to bite Reptile in half.
Round one, fight.
I should state early on, ooh, I should have seen that coming. With Jax, you never know how he's going to start. He might start with the ground pound, but he might also start with his little, like, wave there, which sucks. Because he keeps catching me with it. Now, you'll notice that I'm talking about this stuff as if it already happened. It's because last week, the episode with Drawn to Death went up. I love that backbreaker right there. And something fucked up happened. I think I deleted some files accidentally, so the audio of myself that I recorded for a couple of these Let's Plays got lost. So I have to record this in post, I guess you could say. Jax is giving me a little bit of trouble here. And one of the other things that's a problem with Jax is when you jump in on him like that jump kick right there, he's got a really nasty intercept roundhouse. That was it. Right as the middle as I was saying it, I got nailed with it. He tried to hit me again there, but I caught it. I was timing a bicycle kick there. Ooh, your boy lost for the first time. Oh, Jax is a piece of shit. Normally I don't lose this early into the game. But I should say up front that I do have a policy, two policies when I play Mortal Kombat. The first is if I'm just trying to beat the arcade mode, if I'm playing as a character and I lose and they do a fatality on me, that character is dead and I take them out of the rotation. I can't play as them anymore. For this Let's Play Friday, I'm doing this for the sake of the full arcade playthrough. So if somebody kills Liu Kang, I don't give a fuck. I'm sticking with Liu Kang, you know what I'm saying? Oh shit! Oh shit! I got him right there. He had me down health-wise for a while, and I hung in there. Watch that ground pound. I saw it coming. He's dodging me high, he's blocking me low. So yeah, my first policy is that if my character dies, I can't use them anymore, but I'm ignoring that because I'm going to lose a lot. Mortal Kombat 2 is really fucking hard as time goes on. My other policy that I instituted just for this is that if I lose 4 times in a row, we're done. But that's not going to be this time because we're about to bite that motherfucker in half. I always think it's silly how, like, in the older games like this, if you bite somebody in half, the legs just stay standing there. They don't fall over. Goodness gracious, Raiden's another one, where you really want to catch him in those first, like, 2 guys, otherwise you're going to have a lot of trouble. But you know what, come to think of it, I'm going to be saying that a lot, because Mortal Kombat 2 is just really hard. The AI predicts everything that you're going to try to do as you get later down through the line. And there's no difficulties in this game, so you just play. It's not like I'm on easy mode or medium or hard. No, you just play. And in this case, you get fucked up by the God of Thunder. I should keep a record, but I don't remember what my record is right now. I beat Baraka and Reptile, lost to Jax, then I won. So then I just lost to Raid. So we're 3-2. Let's keep a record. This is fun. I'm kind of a stats junkie for some reason. I'm that guy, you can ask me any UFC. I've forgotten a couple. So any UFC like 40 through 100, I can tell you who the main event was, who won, and when they won, and how they won. And that's not a joke. There's been a couple episodes of the podcast where I've had people quiz me on it and fact check it on their phone. I'm pretty good at it. I don't know why. I do know why. It's because I'm a stats junkie, like I just said. Oh!
Wins. Fatality.
So we bite Raid in half, which brings us up to 4-2. Oh boy. Katana usually gives me trouble. Let's see how this goes. I have the arcade cabinet of Mortal Kombat II. It's at my dad's house. I got it years ago. And honestly, I think the arcade version is actually harder. In the arcade version, when you get to Katana, oh man, I'm throwing this away. Thank goodness gracious I saved that. When you get to Katana, she always starts with the fan throw like that, but she doesn't play. Like if she misses you with the first one, she'll throw 3 or 4 in a row. Katana's German suplex, Melina has the same suplex, is deadly. If you let her get too close to you, you're fucked. That's why you saw me throw those 2 sweeps there and I got the fuck out of dodge. Because right there I got. I nailed her with the sweep and I got greedy. I went for another one, German suplex, it's over. Katana and Melina will take you to Suplex City. It's not a question of when. You know what I'm saying? It's going to happen. Oh man. Oh, I got flawless. Well, 4-3. At least you didn't knock me down into the pit 2, though. I always thought the pit 2 was really cool, because in the original Mortal Kombat, the pit, you uppercut the guy after you win, and they fall off the pit and they get impaled on the spikes below. I thought the pit 2 was really cool, because it wasn't just like a 40 or 50 foot fall onto spikes. It's like a 200 foot fall down onto like jagged rocks, which your body like falls all the way down. You get this cool aerial view of them like reaching for something to save them, and nothing ever saves them and they die. And when you hit the bottom on those jagged rocks, like the rocks break around you and your body just looks all fucking mangled. Long falls I've always thought were really cool. Like when I was a kid and I used to play with my action figures, I would be like, because back then you had imagination, you know what I'm saying? So I'd be like in the backyard with my action figures and they'd be fighting on like the air conditioner unit outside. But to me it wasn't an air conditioner unit. It was like a cliffside, and the rocks below in my backyard was like the jagged rocks of the pit too. And I always loved the idea of these super long falls, so someone would get like hit and they would fly up into the sky, and then I would just like hold the action figure and like drop them in slow motion to make the fall seem like it was longer than it actually was. You know what I'm saying? If you think about some of the games we played back then, some of us kids were pretty fucked up. I think we're 4-4, right? Because Katana just beat us again. So we've dropped to 500, unfortunately. By the time this is over, I will most definitely have a losing record. But I'm doing pretty good here. I'm sticking on her like fucking white on rice, you know what I'm saying? Or brown on rice if you like that Mexican food.
Wins. Fatality.
I bit her a little higher, you see that? I've been biting everybody else like at the hips. I bit her around the stomach.
Round 1 fight.
Mirror matches usually fuck me up, like especially in Mortal Kombat 1. If you go watch the episode I did on that, I was playing as, I think I was playing as Sub-Zero. No, I was playing as Liu Kang. I'm stupid. And the mirror match came, and the Liu Kang mirror in Mortal Kombat 1, that was, oh, I barely pulled that out. That was impressive. The Liu Kang mirror in Mortal Kombat 1 kind of fucks me up because his skin has lost a lot of color. Like, they didn't just put him in a different outfit like they did in this one. Like, his skin loses color. He's darker. He looks like this shadow person, and it kind of fucking freaks me out. I was like, oh, he's a fucked up clone. I got in that round. I was a little too aggressive. I thought for sure he was going to throw a high fireball, but he didn't. Got me with that throw. Oh man, he dodged my fucking bicycle kick. I feel like you have to do the bicycle kick when you're close, or else it's not gonna work. Check this shit out. Turn into a dragon. Boom! 5 and 3. Wait, 5 and 5. Okay, I'm giving up the record because I lost track. But who'd that homeboy think he was, thinking he could dress up as me and take me down? Sub-Zero's, again, he's another guy I have trouble with in this game. Here's something that I thought about. In Mortal Kombat 1, Sub-Zero's freeze, it looks like a big water drop. You know what I mean? It's like rounded at the front and it tapers off into like a spout at the end. And in Mortal Kombat 2, they changed it. His Ice Blast is a bunch of like spiky icicles that he throws at you. And I never really liked that animation or that art style. I think it looks a little weird. I would think those things would just stab through your body. Like, why does it freeze you? Oh!
Fatality.
See, that's that reverse pit shit right there. Think about the creative meeting that they probably had. Okay, we need new stage fatalities. What did we have in the first game? Where you could knock a guy off a platform and the floor had spikes on it. And then some genius goes, well, what if the ceiling had spikes on it? And at first everybody probably hated the idea, and then when nobody else could come up with anything better, they were just like, okay, fuck it, put the spikes in the ceiling. I've got a pretty active imagination again, dude. But yeah, think about it. These icicles in the Ice Blast, why don't those just stab him? It doesn't really make any sense. And they kept the same animation in Mortal Kombat 3 and then Mortal Kombat Trilogy. Oh man, I'm doing pretty well here. Don't give it away. Don't give it away! I gave it away. Son of a bitch. What a piece of shit I am. Gotta come back. Homeboy's gotta come back.
Round 1, fight.
This was a really cool level. I always wondered like what was going on here. I think this level's called like Skyship or something. And the clouds out there and the floating monk in the background. I was always just wondering where this ship was going when I was a kid. And I like that it's kind of open air. If you see in the upper right hand corner right there by the push start, there's just bars, which makes you think that it's not like an airplane. It's not like vacuum sealed. We're just in open air right now in this skyship. I love that thought. And I always wondered what was going on with that purple guy back there. It's like, is he a bad guy? Is he just a monk? Did he build this ship? I have so many questions. But this was a really cool level too in Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks, which I would really love to do a Let's Play with. It's a super underrated and underplayed, and by that I mean like I don't feel like a lot of people played the game on PS2 and Xbox. It's a third-person like action-adventure fighting game, and you play as Liu Kang and Kung Lao. It's multiplayer, and you go around and you like play through the events of Mortal Kombat in Mortal Kombat 2. Yeah, it's both. I thought maybe it was just Mortal Kombat 2, but I think it's both. And oh, dude, is it so fucking good. Like, I would suck. I'm not gonna say a dick, but I would suck something unpleasant if they would do an HD up-res of that game. Give me like a foot-flavored popsicle or something. Like, that sucks. I don't want to do that, but you know what I'm saying. Dude, Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks is so good. I restarted that game a couple times and made some good progress, but there's so many good games that have been coming out lately, and I've just been so busy, like, trying to figure everything out with my dad's house, because he passed away recently. If you're not up to date with the channel, I've talked about it plenty. But dealing with that, going to work, doing the other stuff for the channel, hanging out with the beautiful Tara Darcy, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot going on. I don't have time to play every game that I want to play. I'm also trying to read Stephen King's It, because yeah, I'm that dude who the trailer for the remake came out, and I was like, shit. Surprisingly, this looks really good. Like, I said on the 616 Entertainment podcast, which, if you don't listen, You know what I'm saying? You go to soundcloud.com/616entertainment. You go to iTunes, you type in 616 entertainment. You'll find the show. We've done 160 something fucking episodes by now. They're all free. You can listen to all of them. What I said on the podcast, we talked about the trailer. I was like, even if this movie doesn't turn out good, that's a 10 out of 10 trailer. They don't show too much. They give you just a hint of the bad guy, the scary guy, the monster. They give us just a hint of the plot. Oh man, that's such a good trailer. But so it made me excited how good that trailer was, because I haven't seen that movie since I was a kid. It's been fucking forever, like maybe 15 years since I've seen that movie. So I don't remember it all, but I've never read the book. And that trailer was so good, I was like, maybe I should finally read this fucking book. Because everybody always says, oh man, the book's better than the movie, the book's better than the movie. And sometimes that gets a little annoying, you know what I'm saying, when everybody and their brother is fucking telling you. But again, it's one of those things too, to where when everybody's telling you something, maybe they're telling you because it's true. So I went to a couple stores and it was sold out everywhere, and I was like, shit. I guess I'm not the only one who liked that trailer and thought, hey, maybe I should finally read this book. I went to the local used bookstore by my house, see if I could find a copy for just a couple dollars. No luck. Went to Barnes & Noble, I looked around a little bit. No luck. Let's take a second and celebrate this. Oh boy! Bite you in half like it bit George Dembro in half, you know what I'm saying? Spoilers for the beginning. It's literally the first part of the book. But yeah, I went to Barnes & Noble, they didn't have it. A couple days later, I'm driving past Barnes & Noble again. I'm like, let's see what's going on in here. So I walk in, they have one copy left in this, the Stephen King section. First of all, it's no fucking discovery that dude wrote a lot of books. You know what I'm saying? But he's got his own section at the bookstore. It's insane. And I'm seeing all these books that number one handsome boy Michael Thomas Robinson, former star of R&B, A Dating Show. All these books that he's told me to read that are so good, like the Dark Tower series, which there's 8 of. There's 7 or 8 of those books. I don't even know the plot, but he's put it over so hard that I kind of want to check it out. I see The Stand, which the artist formerly known as Mike Charles has told me about time and time again. Under the Dome, which I think they recently made a TV show out of. I'm like, goodness gracious. If I like this dude's writing and I want to go balls deep, I definitely could. So I grab a copy of it. At the time that I'm recording this audio, I'm 160 pages in. Holy shit, Dan Dance, is it fucking good. I feel so fucking foolish saying it. It's guys, did you know Stephen King is a good writer? But I've never read his stuff, so I've just known forever. Everybody tells you Stephen King's a great writer, but I didn't have any I didn't have any experience of my own to draw from. But I do now. But what the fuck am I talking about it for 5 minutes for? Dan, I would recommend, if you can get it on your iPad or something for a few dollars, or if you have to go out and grab a copy. It's over 1,000 pages, so the paperback that I grabbed it's the thickest book I've ever read in my life. This will be the longest book I've ever read cover to cover, so... Oh shit! I just got. That was fucking cool. I forgot that somebody fatality me. And see, that's another part where I said with my original policy, if I lost and died, I have to skip that character, go to the next one. But not this time. Let's get back on track to Mortal Kombat though. You know what I'm saying? I always thought this level was really cool because you got Shao Kahn in the background there, and this is his giant Roman fucking fighting arena. He's just sitting there with his scepter, which I always wondered what that scepter did too. Turns out nothing, doesn't really matter. It's just a prop. But I always loved this level because you can see the heads on the pikes back there. And I'm like, oh shit. Those are probably people that not only lost, those could be people that won, but Shao Kahn didn't like the way they won. So he's now using their heads as a you better entertain me sort of thing. But the other cool part about this level is the fact that Kano and Sonya are trapped back there. And they're not playable in this game, which is really cool. Oh, did I get her? I did. I almost missed my fatality window, but not quite. Yeah, Kano and Sonya are tied up back there, and you can't play as them in this game. So it's like, oh shit. Like, you see the character select screen, and you're like, oh man, maybe they died. They didn't die. They're still alive. We just can't use them because they were trapped by Shao Kahn. Why were they trapped? Kano's a bad guy. Sonya's a good guy. So it's not like he's capturing the good guys. Shao Kahn's got a devious plan. When I was a kid, this was my thought process. Like, I always wanted to know what was going on with all the details in the back. Like, specifically at this level, the Deadpool, you can do the uppercut, and they fly in the air, and then they fall in the acid, and then their skeleton comes up because their skin burned off immediately. I thought this was always one of the coolest levels. But all the meat hooks that are hanging everywhere. My friends, I don't know if we started the rumor amongst ourselves. I think it was, like, worldwide. But we would talk oh, totally missed opportunity right there on that flash kick. I should have punished him with an uppercut. Now that one, I'm not sure how that hit me, because I ducked that shit. Anyway. We always wondered about those meat hooks. Oh, into the Deadpool!
Johnny Cage.
Oh, what?
Fatality.
That noise right there. Oh, what? That was something that would randomly happen. Kind of like when you do an uppercut and the toasty guy comes out. Sometimes you would fall into the Deadpool and you would hear someone go, oh, what? But those meat hooks specifically, we always used to wonder if you could uppercut somebody and you would be standing at the perfect spot on the screen, and instead of them falling into the Deadpool, maybe they would get stuck on the meat hook. And like, the pressure, oh, punish them with that uppercut. The pressure of their body falling would, like, it would rip their skull off, so their body would fall into the Deadpool, but the head would be out. Or maybe it would catch, the hook would catch them in their torso, and they wouldn't fall into the acid at all. They would just hang there and bleed. None of that was ever true. If you ask us, me, Tim, Bathroom Money, Tim Ewers, Moonman, my brother, ask us when we were kids, and we were sure that somebody had told us that they had done that, but it was never possible. This right here, the ceiling spike fatality, is kind of a gimme. It's one that you'll never not see, because I feel like if you lose at that level, they always hit you at that one. Whereas if you go to the pit 2, it's very rare that they hit you with the stage fatality and knock you down onto the jagged rocks that I talked about before. There was another rumor at the Living Forest level. Sometimes in the background you can see smoke or jade peek from behind the trees, which, come to think of it, has never happened on this PS3 console version that I'm playing right now, because I'm recording this off my PS3 with the HD arcade collection. Even though there's nothing arcade about it, or there's nothing HD about it. I've never seen them peek from back there. I wonder why that is. Maybe it's just a chance thing. Maybe it doesn't happen as often as I thought. But there was another rumor about that stage, that there was a stage fatality there. That you could grab somebody and throw them into one of the trees in the Living Forest, and that they would get eaten. And that was also completely not true. Somebody fabricated that story, and it made the rounds. Oh, we got him! We gotta bite him in half for beating us so many times. Oh, Johnny Cage, what's up?
Wins. Fatality.
My dragon's got a full stomach, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was another story that was just totally fabricated. You could never feed the trees. You couldn't throw anybody into the trees. But like Ed Boon in Mortal Kombat, like they always do, if fans start a rumor that circulates widely enough, they're like the only game company that does this. They actually act on it, and they make it a real thing. Oh man, I gave that away. Look at his health. They make it a real thing. Like, I think it was in Mortal Kombat Armageddon? That sounds about right. They put the Living Forest, the level, it was back. And there was a stage fatality where you could grab your opponent and throw them at a tree, and the tree would eat them. It was either Deception or Armageddon. It was really fucking cool how they do stuff like that. There's the age-old story. I think I told this in an episode of Thursday Night Football, which is over now, but you can go back and watch it. Go Jets. Because the whole series is in one playlist on the YouTube Entertainment channel. I totally butchered that, but I'm not going to fix it. You know what I'm talking about. At the demo screen for Mortal Kombat 3, when the arcade cabinet would just be sitting in the arcades before anybody would put their coins in, There would be like, oh, Sonya's fighting Kano. Jump cut, Liu Kang is fighting Sub-Zero. Jump cut, Scorpion's fighting Jade or whoever. And then it would jump cut, and there would be like, let's say, Kano fighting like a purple version of Scorpion. Bite him in half, we got him. And it's like, who's that purple ninja? And it said his name was Rain. At the top of the screen, his health bar said Rain. But this character was not in the game. You couldn't play as him. And it turns out it was just a joke by Ed Boon because he was a big fan of Prince. The ninja was purple, his name was Rain. Purple Rain. And like this rumor caught so much traction, like, oh, actually, you can unlock Rain, you can play as Rain, he's really in the game. He never was. But later on, in like, I think it was Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, they added him in. Like, they made him a real character. Like, they always do shit like that. In Mortal Kombat 2, we were at the Pit 2 earlier, you saw it. In the background, ooh, Scorpion just stuck it to me there. In the background, there's another pit, and you can see Kung Lao is fighting somebody who's engulfed in flames. There he is! Speak of the fucking devil, there it is. Maybe it's not Kung Lao. Who is that? Is that Liu Kang? Yeah, it's Liu Kang. So, like, a different version of Liu Kang is fighting that guy covered in flames. Who the fuck is that guy? Why is he on fire? Fans at this time in 1993 started a rumor that that was a character named Blaze. And if you, like, did a double flawless fatality on whoever, whatever the fucking rules were, it was made up, it wasn't true anyway, that you could unlock Blaze and you could play as him. When really, that was just decoration. Like, those are just, that's just two Liu Kangs back there, and they threw fire on one of them so it wasn't clear that they had just used the same sprite over and over. But that rumor caught traction, and the boss for Mortal Kombat Armageddon, the big boss, is not Shang Tsung, it's not Goro, it's not Shao Kahn. Shao Kahn. The main boss is none of them. It's fucking Blaze. Like, they created him, they wrote him into the story because these fans had just told these crazy tales that he was a real character and he existed. I love shit like that.
Round one, fight.
Now you'll notice we just skipped over the question mark there. And the reason is because that there's like certain requirements that you have to meet to fight that thing. And I don't remember if that's Jade, or if that is Noob Saibot, or if that's Smoke. Those are the three secret characters in this game. And you'll see me here, I'm really fishing for uppercuts. Because to fight Smoke, what you do is at this stage, you have to land an uppercut, and when the toasty guy comes out, you have to press up and start at the same time. And your opponent will explode, and you'll stand up, and it'll say, like, you have found me. We're headed to Goro's lair for fight. Like, whatever the fuck it said. For fight. I sound like a Brazilian UFC fighter with poor English. I am very happy for fight. But yeah, they transport you to Goro's lair. Jesus Christ. You hear me stumbling on my words there, man? It's early on. I'm recording this early. I never record this. But you go to Goro's lair, which is not even a level in this game. It's a level from the first game. And unless you get that unlockable fight, you don't even know that Goro's lair exists in this game. Which is another one of those really cool little secrets. And I've done that. I want to say I've done it twice. I fought Smoke. I've never beat him. He's hard as shit. He's super fast. He has Scorpion's moveset. And it's hard to even touch him. I fought Noob Saibot one time. And the way you do that is you have to win 50 fights in a row. So you see the counter up there that says 00 wins? You have to win 50 in a row. And when you get there, I think it's another one of those things when you like select your opponent or your player or whatever. The opponent explodes and it's like, you have found me. And I think they also transport you to Goro's lair for that fight. And Noob Saibot is just a completely black version of Scorpion as well. I think he has the same Scorpion moveset too. But he's super fast, and I didn't beat him either. I think I fought Jade one time, but I'm not even certain about that. Shang Tsung is kicking my ass, if you guys haven't noticed. And I think we're approaching the 4-loss rule, to where if I lose 4 times in a row, That's where I draw the line and it's over. Because this Let's Play can't be fucking 2 hours long. You know what I'm saying? I mean, let's be the fuck honest. It could be, but I just don't have that kind of time. I got stuff I gotta do. Shang Tsung is really difficult in this game. But he's not nearly as difficult as the 2 main bosses. Like, Shang Tsung was the main boss of the first game. You fight Goro, then Shang Tsung, and he's hard to me, not because he can turn into everybody. Oh, Spike Ceiling again. Not because he can turn into everybody, but because he's really hard to time in the first game. Sometimes he throws a fireball, sometimes he throws 2, sometimes he throws 3, sometimes he throws fucking 4. And if you get caught by those 4 fireballs, I think it's like more than half of your health bar. You're fucked right from the start. But I think that last one there marked the 3rd loss. So if we lose again here, we might be fucked. I feel like he's more difficult in this game because the game is harder overall, so when he does turn into other characters, there's really nothing you can do about it except die. Kintaro and Shao Kahn are the sub-boss and main boss of this game, and holy shit are they difficult. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if I've ever beaten Mortal Kombat 2 from start to finish. Nope, that's a lie. I did beat Mortal Kombat 2 from start to finish. But, Dan, that's it. That was 4 losses. I know I labeled this as a full arcade playthrough, but turns out I'm just not that good at Mortal Kombat 2, so we're not going to make it. Thanks for watching Let's Play Friday. I'll be back next week with another game. I love you. I'll see you next week. Yeah, game over. I get it. I'm not that good.